Welcome to Softcraft Studio, where analysts find their edge. Today, we're diving into shift-left testing and why it's transforming the future of QA. Picture this. You just shipped a new feature. But within hours, support tickets start pouring in. Bugs, glitches, customer complaints. Sound familiar? This problem usually traces back to one core issue: timing. In most projects, testing happens at the end. QA becomes a safety net, not a strategic part of the process. When bugs are caught late, fixing them isn't just harder, it's way more expensive. Teams scramble to rewrite code, delay releases, and deal with unexpected side effects. Fixing a bug after release can cost up to 100 times more than if it had been caught early. That's time, money, and team morale down the drain. Another issue? Communication. When testers come in late, they miss the why behind the feature. Developers work in silos, and by the time QA steps in, it's too late. This reactive model isn't sustainable. Modern software demands speed and quality. We need a smarter, earlier, collaborative approach to testing. Imagine if testing started alongside design. QA could help define requirements, guide testable architecture, and validate assumptions before coding. That's the mindset behind shift-left testing. And it's not just a buzzword, it's a game changer for QA professionals. Now that we know the pitfalls of traditional QA, let's dive into a smarter strategy: shift-left testing. What is it, and how do you actually apply it in real teams? Shift-left testing simply means moving testing activities earlier in the software development lifecycle. Instead of testing after the code is written, you shift testing left, closer to planning and design. In this model, testing isn't a final phase, it's a continuous mindset. It starts when requirements are defined, and it influences decisions throughout development. This shift brings big benefits. You catch bugs before they're baked into the code. You reduce rework costs. You improve collaboration between teams. And you ship higher quality features faster. Think of it like building a house. Would you want to find out the foundation is cracked after the roof is on? Shift-left testing is like checking the blueprints before you break ground. Shift-left starts with early QA involvement. That means reviewing user stories, acceptance criteria, and even wireframes before development begins. Instead of waiting for code, testers begin creating test cases and scenarios alongside product managers and developers. In modern Agile teams, shift-left often means pairing testers with developers throughout the sprint. They review logic together, test during coding. It also means introducing automation earlier, like writing unit tests and integration tests during development, not after. With shift-left, feedback loops are tight. Every commit triggers automated checks. QA becomes continuous, not a bottleneck. Ultimately, shift-left is a cultural shift. It turns quality into a shared responsibility. Developers, testers, and product owners all contribute to building things right. Now that we've covered the what and the how, let's look at how shift-left testing fits perfectly into Agile and DevOps environments. Shift-left testing isn't just a buzzword. It's a key ingredient in Agile and DevOps success. Let's explore how it fits into these modern software workflows. Agile teams work in short sprints, with continuous feedback and delivery. Shift-left testing aligns perfectly here, because testing early means faster validation of each sprint's output. In Agile, testers are involved right from sprint planning. They help refine user stories, flag unclear requirements, and design test cases early, before a single line of code is written. In DevOps, shift-left is baked in through automation. With CI/CD pipelines, every commit triggers a test suite. Bugs are caught early, and deployments stay smooth and fast. By testing earlier and more often, teams get immediate feedback. That means smaller issues are fixed quickly, and bigger issues rarely have a chance to grow. In real Agile and DevOps teams, shift-left reduces rework, builds trust between QA and Dev, and speeds up delivery. It's not just efficient, it's essential. Now that we know how shift-left fits into Agile and DevOps, let's talk about its real-world impact. What makes it powerful, what to watch out for, and how to do it right. Let's start with the wins. Shift-left testing leads to fewer bugs in production, which means less firefighting later. It cuts costs, because fixing a bug during development is way cheaper than fixing it post-release. And it speeds up your releases, because quality checks aren't an afterthought. It also creates stronger collaboration between QA and developers. Instead of testers finding problems after the fact, they're working with devs early to prevent them. That builds trust, reduces blame games, and makes the whole team more accountable. But shift-left isn't automatic success. One common pitfall is skipping testability planning. If your app isn't designed with testing in mind, it'll be hard to catch issues early. Another is rushing shift-left without proper test coverage. And some teams still sideline QA in early phases. That defeats the point entirely. Here's how to do it right. Involve QA from day one, in sprint planning, requirement reviews, and design discussions. Make sure your architecture supports automated testing. And build automation into your CI/CD pipeline early, not later. Remember, shift-left isn't just a process change, it's a mindset shift. It's about embedding quality at every stage, not just testing at the end. And when done right, it empowers the whole team to take ownership of product quality. Ready to shift left? Whether you're a tester, a dev, or a team lead, start embedding quality earlier. That's how modern QA delivers real impact. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, go ahead and like the video and subscribe to the channel for more bite-sized micro-courses made for analysts. Want templates, expert blogs, and more videos? Head over to softcraftstudio.net. You can also grab our downloadable templates on Etsy. And don't forget to connect with us on LinkedIn and Twitter. We're building a hub for modern analysts just like you. See you in the next one.